So obviously a lot of you know that I have not been vaping for all that long. Um, Actually, that's a lie. I've been vaping for a long time, but I haven't been using mechs for all that long. And I've actually just recently started getting into rebuilding. I said for a long time I wasn't going to do it just because I didn't want to have to go through the process of building anything. But I was turned over to the dark side, and now I'm rebuilding kind of a lot. I've already gone through a couple of mechs that I've gotten, really liked, then gotten rid of to get something better. I do want to give a special kudos to Joe Butts, who did, by the kindness of his heart, give me a little roll of 24 gauge Canthal that I was able to use to make this build that I'm going to show you here in a minute. It's not tremendously awesome or anything like that, but to me I'm kind of proud of it just because it is a good looking build and it works really well for my needs. I know a lot of you guys out there are huge cloud chasers. For me, I'm kind of in the middle. I do like my big clouds. I do also prefer my flavor. So I've been kind of trying to stay on that very fine line between ridiculous and still having really good flavor. The build that I just put up is actually going to be a I'm sorry, why do I always do that? It's a 0.21 build. I'm actually vaping right now this 5 Pawns Castle Long, which of course a lot of you also know is 50-50 VG, PG, so the clouds in it are not huge, but the flavor in it is awesome. I've tanked it in my Atlantis. It's alright. It does taste really good, but after trying it on this build, it's actually that much better. But let's go ahead and take a quick look up close so you guys can just take a look as to see what this little build actually looks like.
Okay, now that we're up close, I just want to show you this build real quick. I am firing on my authentic kryptonite. It's number 203, as you can see there. But the build on here, it's actually on a Dark Horse clone. I am a huge fan of the Dark Horse. I did have a Plume Veil that was good for the flavor, but honestly I felt like the airflow was just not enough, so it did get really, really hot if I was trying to get a bigger plume and everything like that. This build, like I said before, it is 24 gauge Canthal. Once again, special thanks to Joe Butts for gifting me this roll of 24 gauge. I was using a 26, and I was having one serious hell of a time trying to get that below like a 0.4. I was lucky one time, managed to get a 0.33, but which I did post a thing on Facebook about before. But this build right here, like I stated, it is a 0.21. Take a quick look right there, see if I can get the focus. Okay, yeah, it is a 5-wrap dual coil. Got kind of a lot of cotton in there actually, but it helps to keep it from getting dried out. People like Kai that maybe need to use a little bit more cotton. This actually works really well for me. Granted, I'm not like super experienced with all this, but I've just noticed from my own experiences that putting a little bit more cotton in there so you can soak up a little bit more juice in it definitely keeps it from getting too much of a dry hit. So yeah, that's the build, and guess let's take a vape and see how it hits.
Okay, so now we're back up top, and I am going to take a quick vape on this just so you guys can see it. Let me drip a little bit on here, make sure it's nice and saturated. Put that in there. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's take a hit, see how it works. Yeah, so it is hitting really well. Flavor in it is really good. I definitely taste all the different notes of flavor that are supposed to be in this 5 Pawns flavor. I'm actually curious about when I rebuild, or I should say re-wick it, once I get a little bit tired of this Castle Long, to see how maybe a Grandmaster or the Neo Loops would taste in this. because I do have another dark horse that I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware that I've been vaping on kind of a lot lately. The flavor in that was really good, but the wraps and even the canthal itself are different. So I am curious how the flavor is going to change with the higher gauge canthal, or lower gauge canthal, I guess, to see how well it hits and how it vapes, and of course how it tastes. So I will keep you updated to that one. But this has been, I suppose, the first video installation of the Vaping Beaner. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully I'll have more videos to upload for you guys to watch later.